All
How
right.
you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. So why don't you say your name and a little bit about yourself?
My name is Ben Leroy. I train out of Hard Drive Performance Center in Cedar Rapids. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 2 years now. I think it's literally the 2-year mark this week in January.
Oh
And
yeah.
I have loved jiu-jitsu ever since I started 'cause I started doing kickboxing first and then transitioned over to jiu-jitsu, and it has been a blast just getting the role, and it's like you always learn like a new piece of the puzzle. Though
Where do you
it's fun.
where do you train at?
I train at Hard Drive. It's in downtown Cedar Rapids.
Is that where you live?
Yeah,
So you're gonna be making a drive out here to Mason when you got
yeah.
a fight? Damn.
Yeah. I'll be making the drive out there.
Where do you work at? You said you were working?
Yep, I work in Marion, Iowa.
Okay.
So
How'd you
it's
get
like
into
right.
fighting?
I got into fighting because right when I started training, it was about like a month in. One of the guys in the gym said like, "Hey, we're doing like an open tournament. Do you want to like jump in and try it out?" And so I'm like, "Oh, sure." I was like, I know like a few things in jujitsu, but yeah, what harm can it do?
Hmm.
And so I tried that, and I was like, "This is actually pretty fun." And so I've just been competing ever since.
You just fell in love with it, huh?
I did. It's fun because it's just I like getting the competition feeling again. Because I played football in college, and then ever since football ended, it's just been nice to have like a new like competitive like drive and goals to go after.
Is football all you did in college? You do
Yeah,
any wrestling or?
I did wrestling for 2 years in high school, but I played football as a defensive lineman at Northern Illinois University.
Hmm. So you were doing a lot of weightlifting already. How long you been weightlifting for?
The first time I started weightlifting is seventh, eighth grade. So I've been
Wow,
lifting ever since then.
that's crazy. Your muscles are probably dense as shit at this point.
Yeah, once upon a time I was skinny, but then ever since I started lifting, I've never been like sub 200 ever again.
What was your lowest weight you were at?
The lowest probably back in like seventh grade was like 180.
Damn, you're calling me skinny then. I used to be a fat kid. I'm like the opposite. I was pushing 240 and I had to drop back down because I was like, shit, things are getting out of control here.
Well, it's nice for them because in college they had me bulk all the way up to like 300, 310.
Damn.
And whenever I say whenever linemen are done playing football, they get skinny, and running backs and quarterbacks whenever they're done, they get big. And I'm a prime example of that. I'm right around like 255 now.
How much is like body fat, do you think?
Uh Probably not like
You look
not a
pretty
whole
lean just by looking at you.
yeah, not a whole lot body fat. I'd say probably like 15, 17%.
Damn, that's not even that bad.
That's not isn't really not too bad. In college, my lowest body fat was like I want to say like 9 or 10%.
Damn. That shit's hard to hold on to though.
I had to eat so much food. Like I would eat like two massive fucking Chipotle burritos after practice just get some of the weight back, chug gallons of water. It was a lot of fucking work.
Are you an eater? Do you like eat very often? Because like I'm a glutton. I like to eat.
I do like to eat. I don't eat as much as I did before, but I definitely love to eat like all sorts of food. Like my favorite meal is a gyro.
Oh yeah, those are fucking amazing.
Dude, I love them. Especially back home, like when I grew up like in Chicago, there's like a gyro place like every 5 steps, so you just try a new place every time.
So you grew up in Chicago then?
I did.
And then you moved into Iowa? How did you go from Chicago to Cedar Rapids or?
So I went from Chicago to DeKalb, Illinois for college, and then my wife's from Cedar Rapids. So after we got done with college, we moved back to Cedar Rapids, and I've been here ever since.
How old are you?
27 now.
Damn, and you're married?
I am married.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man.
Married to two kids.
Damn, you already got a family, all that shit.
Yeah, before I came down here, I got them dinner just so they're nice and quiet. They're watching Paw Patrol upstairs. My wife came in and was like I'm like they're fed, the animals are fed, it's everyone is quiet and ready to go.
It's completely understandable that you couldn't do this shit in person then. You got your old fucking shit you got going on. Work, family. Hell
Yeah, it's busy, but honestly I like just being active and like having the stuff to do.
yeah. Just
It's
keeping
nice
your
just
mind
to
busy.
yeah. It's nice to have the different things to strive for. I saw the pictures from your in person interviews with the True Ring. That shit looks awesome.
Does it?
Yeah, I was like, that looks pretty damn cool.
Hell yeah, Darius was wondering what people thought about that.
I love it because I've it looks like something you'd see out of like those like one FC like Muay Thai fights.
Hmm.
But I thought it was cool because it's like oh it's something new for jujitsu.
You ever fight in anything like that before?
I have not. I did a grappling match last week in a cage for the first time and that was so much fun. Like I love the cage like I always wanted to do like a cage like grappling match eventually and then finally got to do it and now I get to do it again and it is a blast. It's just a whole different feeling than going out in like a regular mats. It's cuz you got the walls to deal with and it's just a whole different feeling.
Was that your first fight or have you fought before?
I fought before, pretty much I've fought like ever since I started doing jujitsu.
Hmm.
So I
You
do
just
like
been rolling with people and practicing?
yeah.
Okay. Who's your opponent?
The Justin Stewart.
Okay. And you think
And
you got a good shot against him?
it'll be fun. From what I see he's got an MMA background, so I know he'll be gritty, he'll be tough. The MMA guys just always have tenacity and toughness to them, which I find a lot of fun, so I'm excited for it.
You confident in yourself? You think you're going to be
I,
able to get
I
him
am
down?
I am confident in myself.
Oh yeah. That's awesome, man.
That's the fun part. Like you get somebody you've never rolled with, new style, new background, and it's just fun getting to test your metal against people you've never seen before and seeing some stuff that maybe you haven't been very familiar with.
Do you have like a partner that you normally train with?
I train with like everybody like that comes in the gym, like whether they're
Okay.
big, small. It's nice to get the different looks at it because everyone's good at something, and if you roll with as many people as you can who all specialize in something different, it gets you the best looks that I think,
Oh yeah, man.
and
That's
it
awesome.
makes you a lot more well rounded instead of pigeonholing yourself.
You think you're pretty good with all the grappling moves and shit then?
No, I think I've gotten a lot better since I've started. Obviously there'll always be work to do whether you're white belt or black belt. But honestly, that's the fun in it. Just getting to getting to study like grappling and then taking stuff from like other combat sports, like wrestling, judo, the different styles of wrestling too.
It's probably the best part about MMA. It's a mix of everything.
Hmm.
You really get to see what's going to work and what's not.
Yeah, I love watching MMA just because there's so much martial arts out there, and you can take like a tiny bit from here, tiny bit from there, and get it to work. And once one thing works, and somebody's like, "Oh, I want to use that," and then it becomes the new wave. Like everyone starts training that, and then it's always like a constantly evolving game.
Kind of like your own utility belt. You pull out different moves when you need them.
Hmm.
That's
Like
awesome, man.
like fucking Batman.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. All right, man. Well, this was a good interview, I think. It's cool talking to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing the interview. Taking some time out of your day.
No, you're not. I ain't doing anything anyway. I'm about to go cook dinner and that's it.
All right. Sounds good, man.
Have a good one, bro.
Thanks, you too.